You follow the documentation, you set up the key vault, you hit F5, and access denied. Getting Azure Functions to talk to key vault sounds simple, but today I'm going to show you why it usually fails and how to fix it in both local dev and production environment. We are going to solve the mystery of the red cross in the Azure portal and why your code works on your machine but dies the moment you deploy it. When you create a key vault, you are faced with a choice: access policy or Azure RBAC. Choose RBAC. It's the modern, secure way, but it's also why you are getting that error. Even as the admin, Azure does not trust you by default. Watch this. I'm logged in, but I can't even create a secret. Why? Because in the RBAC world, owner does not mean access. You need two specific roles: one to manage, Key Vault Secrets Officer, and one to read, Key Vault Secrets User. Once these roles are assigned, the gates open. Local access? Solved. Now, let's get this into the code. We are using .NET 8 isolated. I am skipping the file, new project fluff. You know how that works. The magic happens in two places: your local.settings.json, where we compose this app setting for accessing the key vault secret, and your identity, which you have used to log into your Visual Studio. To make this work locally, Visual Studio needs to know who you are. Ensure Visual Studio is using the same account you just gave RBAC permissions to. If these don't match, your local debug will fail every time. Now, look at this code. One line: environment.get environment variable. We are not writing complex SDK code to fetch secrets. We are letting the Azure platform do the heavy lifting for us using the app setting that we just composed. Now I am trying to run the code and hitting the URL HTTP triggered function app with the Postman tool. Once I hit the endpoint, we can see that you can read the length of the secret and also the value of the secret. It works on my machine. So we deploy, and suddenly the dreaded red cross. Your function app is deployed, the managed identity is assigned, but the integration is broken. This is where most developers lose hours. There are two reasons this happens. First, the Azure _client _ID. If you're using a user assigned managed identity, Azure needs to know which identity to use. Without this setting, your function app is like a person with 3 ID cards but no idea which one to show at the door. But what if you added the client ID and still it's red? This is the silent killer. By default, Azure Functions often try to use a system assigned managed identity, even if you have told it to use user assigned managed identity 1 for secrets. We need to force Azure's hand using the PowerShell. These 4 commands do one specific thing. They fetch your user assigned managed identity and force the function app's internal key vault reference property to use it. The first command gets the identity, which is the user assigned managed identity. The second command gets the function app object. The third command maps the key vault property to use the user assigned managed identity. And the fourth command forces the update. And there it is, green. When we hit the prod URL in Postman, the secret is retrieved perfectly. Before you go, I have to tell you something that might make this entire video irrelevant for your next project. Stop using Key Vault for connection strings. If you are using Key Vault to store a password for SQL Azure Cosmos DB or Service Bus, you are adding unnecessary complexity. Most Azure services now support managed identity directly. Instead of fetching a secret from Key Vault to talk to a database, just give your function app RBAC access to the database itself. No secrets, no rotation, no red cross. In my next video, I will show you how to delete your connection strings forever and move to a true zero secret architecture. Click the next video to see how.